Hello, I'm Noah with Broccoli Gang Studios, and today I'm going to be showcasing the 1.6 Alpha server. Before we start, if you're playing on like mobile or low-end device, I'd recommend you going to settings, going to video, and changing your UI profile to classic, and then your GUI scale modifier to -1. Also, you might want to change your render distance depending on what type of hardware you have. Anytime you join the server, currently you'll be given a little stick, and all you have to do is just use the stick, and a character creation menu will come up. So we just go ahead and give our character a name, and we can call ourselves whatever we want. And then from here we can select this class, and there are currently 3 classes that you can pick from. They have different traits and all that. I wouldn't worry about it too much, as you can create a new character anytime you want. Same thing for race. There are currently 3 races that you can pick from. They have different abilities and characteristics. Again, it's not too much to worry about, as you can just create a new character anytime. Once you have created a character, you'll get loaded to this test city right here, and you should be always given a compass to navigate. A nice little menu. Up here we have your character sheet. This will show everything about your character. Right now we have a little bio, your name, gold, class, level, such and such. You have your abilities, your different charisma, and the levels they're set to. You have your skills, if you know any skills, and then there's just a statistics page that really doesn't have anything on it. If we go back, we have your journal. This is where all your quests and miscellaneous quests will be tracked. You have your party sheet. If a party gets created, we'll go into that a little bit. We also have a region map. This will show a snapshot of where you're located in the world. It will always be centered to where you are in the world. Right now it's just set for 81 chunks, little territories. In the future it'll be about 8,000. So I'll go back. Right here is your load character menu. If you want to create a new character, just follow the new character tutorial. It's the same as just whenever you go into the world. If you ever get stuck, or you're trapped inside something, you could always just hit load character, and it will always teleport you right back here. So if you're just walking over here and say you get like stuck in a bush or something, just hit load character and we'll take you back here. I would use that sparingly, as if you're running a quest or you're doing an activity, it will reset that activity. So don't use it to you're far away in the world and you just want to come back. Don't use that to teleport you back home, as it will reset some stuff. And then of course we have some game settings. Right now you just have some chat toggles that you can turn off. So if you're, say, in a party or in a faction, you can turn off those chat filters. So like say hello, we have world chat turned off, and if we want to turn it back on, we can say hello, and we can see it says hello. I'm going to turn all mine on, and then I'm going to start with the tutorial on quests. So I have created 2 different types of quests. There's linear quests, and then there's just random procedural generated quests. The linear quests, I don't have many of them just because it takes time to do those. So I'm just going to go through this getting started part 1 quest, and then we're going to do just some procedural quests, and you guys test that out on your own. So I'm just going to set my waypoint, and it's going to tell me to go to that location. Luckily, I already know where that's at. So it's just right in here. I'm going to talk to Brolin, and yep, and then we can go ahead and create a party. And we're just going to give a party our name, and we could call this Broccoli Gang. And we have created a party. And we could open up our party sheet now. We can see I'm here all by myself, and I can leave the party at any time. If there were other members, there would be more names over here, but you can see it just gives you a nice little synapse of you as your party member. We go to our journal, we can see we've completed part 1, and now we're on to part 2, and it's asking us to go buy a horse from Bumzed, so we can go ahead and set that waypoint, and we can go ahead and head to that location, which just happens to be right over here. So let's go here and go ahead and buy a mount. So it looks like 75 gold, and I have 90 full. Yep, so we can just go ahead and confirm that. And then if we go over here, it says we need to buy a hatchet. Couldn't buy that hatchet. And then what else is it asking for? It's asking for a pickaxe. Alrighty. So let's buy a pickaxe. Alrighty. And then it is collect 5 timber. What else did it say? Follow the road south. Okay, so we just have to get on our little horse. And we're going to go south. So our compass should always point north, as compasses do. So we can just go ahead and head on over in this direction. We can try to get to the outskirts of the city. There we go. And now we just need to find some trees. Look, there's some trees over here. Let's go ahead and chop a tree down. And it will change texture when you chop a tree down. And there's a respawn rate for how fast the resources will spawn. So like nothing will come from that, but you can say I have 2. But if you waited a tree, there's a chance that it will respawn, or you could just go visit a new tree. And that's what I'm going to do. And I think it told us to collect 5, so we're just going to collect 1 there. And then another one. And then we can come over here and collect that one as well. Oh, and then it says we got a quest updated. And now we just need to collect 11 ore. And just like trees, we can go ahead and mine these as well. Got 4. Alrighty, so we got 11. And then we're going to have to go sell a piece of ore. So let's go ahead on our mount and go ahead and ride back into the city. The refresh rates for the resources are quite fast, so like you could realistically, you don't have to go very far, but there are thousands of resources out in this regional map, so there's plenty of resources to go collect. But just for the alpha, I've made the respawn rates fairly quick. That way you don't have to just wait around too much. And we're just going to go back into this main area here and get off our horse, and we need to go sell to Thurbeck. So we can sell, and then just 1. And there we go, we sold it. And then they're going to ask us make 1 lumber. So there's a crafting and resource collection system, so we can go ahead and learn this recipe for lumber and ignite. And if we go down here to forge, we can go ahead and make ourselves a nice little piece of lumber. If we go back here, we make a common ignite, and then and we see we have completed that step, and it looks like it's given us 2 new recipes, a dagger and a long sword. And we have a make 1 common dagger. And those are the requirements, so you just go ahead and make 1. And then what is it asking for us? Now make a common long sword. So it looks like I need to make some more lumber, so I'm just going to make 4. And then how many ignites did we have? 2. Let me just hit. There we go. And then we have 3. 4. We have 4 of 4. Okay, and then we just need to make a long sword. And we just make 1. And there we go. Alrighty, we can look at our quest, and we've completed the first part, and then we could just go ahead and click complete, and we'll get whatever rewards and experience was given to us, and it looks like that was enough experience to level up. And we can go and look through our abilities, and I'm going to input some ability points into strength, because that will give me more stamina as I'm a fighter. And then depending on the quest, it will kick off and go into new quests and stuff like that, so you can explore that on your own. But I'm going to go ahead and do a miscellaneous quest, and these are dynamically generated. You can be here all day just creating them, and if you come to just this character here, there's 3 different types of dynamic quests currently that you can generate from. So you have deliveries, bounties, and dungeons. Dungeons are currently the only way to get new recipes. So if you would like to get a new recipe, you can go ahead and open that up, and we can see we have our miscellaneous quest here, and then it's asking us to complete a depth 9 crypt, and then we'll get 1 recipe for a dagger. So that's currently the only way to craft new gear, but in the future there'll be other ways of getting recipes. And then we have deliveries, which are just giving NPC a certain item, and then we have bounties, which are kill certain creatures in an area. So we can look at those individual ones. And like we have waypoints, and if you have a miscellaneous quest that you don't want to do, you could just abandon it, and there's no repercussions for that. So don't feel like you have to complete it. So let's do a delivery, as these are very easy, and I don't want to have this video too long. So let's go to our journal, miscellaneous quest. So we need to deliver 1 common ignet to Thurbeck. I think I don't have any, but I believe I have some money. Yes, I do. I have quite a bit of money. And I'm going to come over here to Geeling, and I believe Geeling has an ignet. Yep, so we can just go ahead and buy an ignet. And of course, you could go mine the resources and then forge it and do that. But just for the sake of this tutorial, then we have to go give 1 to Thurbeck. So we come here to Thurbeck, and then we want to give Thurbeck that ignet. You can see we have that, and we have completed that task. I'm going to see it will be marked as completed. Now we just have to go turn that into whoever it was issued by, and if we head over there, I don't think we're going to get any rewards other than money from this one, just from what? Yeah, we're just going to get 40 gold. Some of them will give you items. Like I say, it's all randomly generated. So we can see we no longer have that quest. And like I say, you can be here all day just doing deliveries and bounties and dungeons. And if we go here, we can see those quests. So like this one would give us a reward, that would give 2, that one doesn't have any, so on. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoy it. Of course, there's always the faction system still here. You guys can take a look at that as well. Just creating a faction, and they still have all that as well. And there's still everything else in the game. But yeah, feel free to ask questions, and hope to see you on the server.